Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think I have this right. We're gonna give it a try. Um, Anyone who is here, if you can give me a thumbs up or let me know if you can hear me okay. Hi guys, I'm Periscope. So today we are doing a Periscope and the live stream going on because today we are live streaming Beauties Talking Business. And if you want to hop over to the live stream, see, can you see guys? Can you see yourself? Go to, I know, weird, right? Go to beautiestalkingbusiness.com for the link, and then the show will get started, and then I will hop on here on Periscope afterward and let you guys know how it went. So, yes, we're using a new thing because Blab kind of failed the world. So, my friend Brandon from Wax Crumbles was using this platform, so we're going to go ahead and use it and see how it works out today. So go to beautiestalkingbusiness.com, my Periscope people, check it out, and come chat with me over there. Okay, bye. All right, so I just had to hop on there and get everybody all involved. Anyway, really quickly, hi, my name is JennyAHansen. You can find me at JennyAHansen.com. And over here is where you can chat and hit chat, and that should give the name. I'm wondering why. You guys can turn off. You can take selfies of things and post it and hashtag Beauties Talking Business. That would be really funny. You can also watch Q&As. Go over to Q&As and ask a question, and I'm going to throw a link up here for the Facebook group. And let me find it really quick so that anyone who is new here, and if you guys are new to the group or new to the show, then go ahead and come over and join our group, and anyone can join. It's only going to show for 60 seconds. That's lame. Anyway, I'll have to I wonder if I put it in the chat if it'll work. If you guys can click that. Probably not. But anyway, so this is a new platform that we are using just for today. I want to see how it works. So we were over on Blab. Blab's kind of been causing issues and not really doing great and just failing the world lately. So I'm trying really hard to try to find something else. Last week we did a YouTube live stream, which was really amazing. But the issue with that is that the picture quality wasn't so great. So I want to try this today, and I really like the quality. Either that or we might just pre-record and post the show. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And if you've noticed, I'm by myself today. I don't have AnDrea with me today. She has some family business that she had to attend to. So it's just little old me. And so we kind of were wondering if we should just cancel this show this week or what we should do. But I figured, you know what, we'll just go ahead and do it today. And see how it goes. Hopefully it'll post over on the site too and all that. But I wanted to let you guys know that today I really want to talk about how to keep persevering and keep moving forward whenever you hit a really difficult decision, when you hit a bump in the road, when you are struggling with a client, when you're struggling with a customer, when you're really in that place of trying to figure things out, right? How to just keep pushing through these walls that will keep coming up and will hit throughout your journey in the beauty industry or just any kind of professional or product-based industry, any industry, right? And so before I get into that, I just want to introduce myself really quick. My name is Jenny. You can find me all over online at JennyAHansen. If you want to stay in tune with this show at JennyAHansen, you can go to JennyAHansen.com to see more of what I do personally. You can go to Shine with Drea if you want to see what Drea does. And then also if you want to stay in touch with Beauties Talking Business, just go to beautiestalkingbusiness.com or join that Facebook group. It looks like you might have to copy and paste it into your browser, that it's not a clickable link, but I'll keep throwing it up as the time goes on. I'll keep throwing it up a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know. And so with Beauties Talking Business, we talk a lot about being an entrepreneur and in the beauty industry. And also, really, it applies to any industry. I think that you can use things that apply to the beauty and service industry to all different kinds of industries. But I'm a nail technician. I've been doing nails for 12 years. And my partner, who unfortunately is not here today, she's been in the industry for over 10 years. And we just really want to reach out to the community and talk and chat and get into just let you guys know that you have a place that you can come every week. We do the show weekly, and you can chat and ask your questions and reach out to us. So that is really what we are doing. Again, I've been in the beauty industry and was in the product-based industry for a while, which I still do, and still do nails like 2 days a week. Absolutely love it. But what I want to do is make sure you guys can chat. So anyone who's here, if you're comfortable, if you want to, if you can just give me like a thumbs up or just a 1 and put it in the chat and hit enter, that would be helpful. And it'll let me know that the chat is working and that you guys are able to see this. Also, share the link out, like share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. There should be a little thing that can show you how you can share the link, whatever you guys think, and put a comment on there to let's get some more people in the room, start to fill it up a little bit. But the first thing I want to talk about and go through my topics really quickly is that when you are feeling like you want to quit and you're done and you're super frustrated and nothing is making sense anymore, and you just really just want to walk away and start over and maybe think like, okay, maybe the beauty industry isn't for me. This is difficult. I'm not getting the clients I want to get. I'm not building up the clientele I want to get. I'm not making the money I want to make. And so you think maybe I just need to quit what I'm doing and just get a day job and just a regular 9 to 5. And I've been there. I don't know. I'm sure all of you have been there. And my point to that is that I truly, truly, truly deeply believe that, yes, some people maybe have this struggle because they're not in the place they want to be. And you could actually, we talked a little bit about this in our last episode, so you could find that over on the replay of Beauties Talking Business. But I really feel like that if you were drawn to the service industry in the first place, then that's actually probably where you should be if you were drawn and pulled in that direction. And if you're not happy there, then maybe it's because you're wanting to maybe go into a different space but still be in the service industry. But I think that when it comes to really pushing through something, it's a matter of realizing, okay, is this a difficult moment? Is this a challenge that is challenging me and coming up for me because I need to push through it? Or is this some serious resistance because I'm not meant to be here anymore with this job? Does that make sense? So I just want to put that out there and say to just really meditate and reflect on that. And then for me, I know the difference between I'm not where I'm meant to be versus resistance by how my body feels and how I react to that. Okay. So an example would be like one time I talked about this last week, I would have these massive panic attacks and I'm like, okay, I'm not really meant to be here anymore at this particular salon. However, I was still wanting to do nails and still be in the beauty industry because I love it so much. It's about service and problem solving and taking care of people, right? So that was something that was really huge for me. That was a really big deal for me. The second thing was that I just needed to change environments. So maybe that's something to look at too. Is it your job? Is it you? Is it your clients? Is it that? Or is it the environment that you're in? Are you in a toxic environment or are you in an uplifting environment, right? So again, there's a really good book and I have it like on my bookshelf. I'm like right there. I want to reach for it, but it's called A Big Leap. And it's a fantastic book about pushing through resistance and knowing when you're hitting like that he refers to it as an upper limit problem. So when you're referring, like when you're hitting an upper limit versus just doing, I don't know, an upper limit versus just some growing pains, right? So that's something that's, I think, huge and really important right there too. So the second thing that I want to say is that maybe you're having a problem with building up your clientele or your customer base, right? And you're starting to feel like that maybe you're not very good at that and that you're having an issue, right? So that is something that just takes time and patience, because I promise that comes over time. And you just start with really bringing in one person and taking care of that person like they're your everything. And it's the same for in the digital world as well, right? It's the exact same thing for the digital space. But really taking care of that person as if they are your everything, right? They're spending their hard-earned cash to come see you. So take care of that person, and then more will come. And if you're having resistance and you're coming up with things as far as like you're not making enough money or anything like that, then that's another thing to go into and say, okay, you know what? Maybe I need to look at the quality of my work, or raise my prices, or lower my prices depending on where you're at. So that's another thing I would throw in there as well to consider, and to not just completely give up entirely. So I wanted to chat and see if you guys could talk and answer any questions as far as like any troubleshooting questions or things that are coming up for you when it comes with you know, developing products, or whether that's online or with your customer base, with anyone that's consuming your business or your product in the beauty industry, with your clientele, anything that's coming up that you are having maybe some problems with and you want to troubleshoot. Because there's, even if it gets to technical stuff, like if you guys even like are nail tech and you're on and you want to talk nails and maybe you're having problems with nails, we can talk about that too. So we can really get into that. So let me look and check over here. And let me check the group really quick too. Oh, I also wanted to let you guys know that this is our website. So we have so many good, episodes, past shows and episodes that you can watch and get caught up on all the replays. So that is clickable. And that's interesting because it only posts the clickable things for like 60 seconds, but anyway, let's go ahead and share this out one more time. Anyway, okay. So again, really quick, over in the group, let me see here. Did I post that? Let's see. Let's ask, what are your biggest okay. So it looks like we have someone who wanted to know about lifting. So we can get into that. Are you working with acrylic or gel? Gel. Okay. Can you guys see the chat? I just really want to make sure everyone can see the chat. Okay, so if you're having lifting when it comes to either acrylic or gel, there's a few different things that usually happens with. So, and lifting can be bad because if you're getting to a place where you're not doing nails to where they're really staying on very well, then you're going to lose customers, right? You're going to lose clients, and they're not going to come back, and they're not going to rebook, so they're not going to be happy, right? So one thing that I like to make sure to do is make sure you're not flooding the cuticle, and the prep work is really everything. So washing the nail plate, using the cuticle eliminator or a cuticle, some kind of cuticle eliminator, right? Pushing back the cuticle, and then I always spray it with soapy water and scrub and clean the nail plate. Then dehydrate it with Scrub Fresh, and then after the Scrub Fresh, I'll go in and use, if it's gel, I'll use 1 coat of primer. If it's acrylic, I'll use 2, sometimes 3 coats of primer, depending on the person's nails. And then once the nail's primed, then I'll go ahead and lay down, and it's dry. I wait for the primer to dry until it turns to like a chalky white. Then I'll lay down my product. Maybe I should do a tutorial on that. I very well could. I should. I could do that. So that's one thing that's big there with troubleshooting. Let's see. Let me check some questions here too. Another question that I have is when it comes to losing clients. If you have a client that maybe hasn't come back in a while. So this is really good. So one thing I'll do is if there's a client who I haven't heard from and they haven't scheduled an appointment in a while, I reach out to them. Like, whoa, right? Like, why wouldn't you? So I'll just reach out and say, hey, like, this is Jenny. It's been, 3 weeks since your last nail appointment. Did you need another appointment? I'm wondering how everything went. How did everything go? Right? So that's one thing that's like really big, is to reach out to them. And oftentimes you'll find that, and sometimes they won't write back. That's fine. Leave them alone. Let them be. But sometimes they respond and they're like, oh yeah, I've just been so busy. Thank you so much. I've been thinking about, I need to set an appointment and I keep forgetting. So you're doing them a favor by reaching out to them, right? So that's another good one. Also getting into customer care part of it is that you really got to show up and treat every person like a VIP, right? Just really, really show up. But if you have a client or someone that's really taking advantage of you, that's a whole different story. And we actually have an episode on that, on dealing with difficult customers, dealing with difficult clients, and it's like a 3-part series. So there's that as well. But I want to go over my topics again in my bullet points really quick, and unless there are more questions, then I'm just going to wrap this up for today. And then next week we'll be back on probably, Monday at 11 is what we've been doing. It maybe we'll change the time to like a later time. We'll have to decide and think about it and see what's best for everybody. So anyway, yes. But really quick is that, one is to make sure you know the difference between resistance and growth versus just that you're not in the right place. So my first challenge is that really pushing through those difficult times and just persevering, right, is to, number one, look at what kind of resistance you're feeling in your body. Is this something that is really affecting you in a really negative way, physically or mentally or emotionally, where you're like, I hate this, I don't want to do this? Are you naturally being drawn towards something else, right? Or is it growing pains? Is it something that okay, I'm just going to show up and do this anyway, and then it ends up being really, really good and you're excited and you're happy for it? And it was a good day, or you met a new client, or you had like a good tip. Because sometimes for me, whenever I have a new client, I'll get some anxiety and I'll have resistance come up, and I'll think, okay, what did I do here, right? Like, what is going on with this? And then it's just because it's someone new. It's something new in my schedule and new to incorporate into my routine. And so I'll meet them and I have this amazing experience and they end up being fantastic and they tip well and everything's great. And then they rebook and it's a good experience. And I'm like, oh, I am so glad that I pushed through that and did that anyway, right? So there's that. Also, the next part of it is that the next topic I wanted to bring up is that, is it really what you're doing, or is it your environment that is causing some anxiety or some issues? So really look around and think, consider, is it my work, or is it the environment that I'm in, right? Because it could just be the other people around you, or it could just be the environment and not so much what you're actually doing. reflect on if you love your job, if you love what you're doing in the beauty industry, if you love doing nails, if you love doing hair, if like this is what is lighting you up and you absolutely love it. But are you just frustrated because you haven't quite gone over that learning curve yet? Or are you frustrated and not making money because it's not clicking and making sense? Because I promise that if you keep practicing every single day, continue on with your education and keep learning and growing, that eventually that will pass and that you will it'll click. Just one day it'll just click and you'll be like, oh, I get it. Like I get the product. I get how it works with people. I completely get it. So I wanted to check and see if there are any more questions before I wrap this up. And it looks like no. Can you guys see this over on the Q&A? I love that you can take selfies. That's so fun. You take a selfie and hashtag Beauties Talking Business and post it. That would be really cute. All right, so I'm going to throw up the link one more time to our Facebook group, because I want you guys to join the Facebook group if you, oh wait, that's not the right group. I want you to join the Facebook group if you're not there already. Because it's where we can really chat and talk and communicate and stay in touch with each other. So I'm going to pop that up there, and you should be able to click right over to it and hit join, and hopefully I will see you over there on the group. So thank you so much for coming over here and hopping over to this new live stream. We will see AnDrea with us next week. She will be here with us, and yeah, can't wait to see what our next show. I don't know what our next topic is going to be yet. So if you have a suggestion, make sure that you put it in the comments over on the Facebook group. But yeah, that's it for today. And just quick and simple and easy. Again, one more time, going over the topics. When you're having resistance, check your body. Make sure it's not growing pains versus you're unhappy. Look around. Number 2, look around at your environment. See if it's your environment or your actual situation in your job. And number 3, are you just being impatient with yourself? Because there are these growing pains that come up, and it's also a learning curve that you have to get past. So if you absolutely love being in the industry, you love doing nails and you love doing hair, whatever that is, but it just lights you up and you are obsessed with it and love doing nails, then stick with it. Practice, practice, practice. Go to educational classes and you will get it. It'll click, right? Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope you guys loved this. Also, AnDrea and I are going to be doing just a episode that is just complete Q&A, maybe once a month. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. So if you have questions that you want to submit or start thinking about, start putting that up in the group as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week every Monday at 11 a.m. at Beauties Talking Business. Make sure you join the Facebook group and go to beautiestalkingbusiness.com. You can follow me at JennyAHansen all over online, or you can follow AnDrea at Shine with Drea. All right, thanks.